Welcome back. Trash talking with the old heads. We back up in here again. We still here, of course. I'm your host, Dante. What's happening? Of course, along with my old head debate partners.
Yes, sir.
Greg C. What it do, bro?
Hey, you know what I say. No excuses. Play like a champion. Not like these cowards in this green over here.
Cowards. Wow.
The cowards in green. Make sure took them down, baby. Let's go.
Jerry Wren coming off that big loss.
Brunny. They played Brunny against them. Hey, if you got Brunny played against you, dog.
That was a bad outing, dog.
It was one
things
or two
went
things.
awfully wrong.
It was one or two things. It went awfully wrong for the Lakers.
Awfully right.
Or awfully wrong for the opponent. And it went awfully wrong.
Like I said, that purple team looked way better than that green team.
Let's go, Brunny. Earn, not given.
Why play like a champion when you can be
Play
a
like-
champion? Before we get started, happy birthday to you.
Yes, sir. Let go.
Happy birthday
Yes, sir.
to you. Unfortunately, you're a Dallas fan. Happy birthday.
No doubt. Happy 48, my boy.
Yeah, appreciate it.
How you
man.
feel at 48, brother?
Hey, man, like I told Jerry earlier today, who's suffering from that Chinese disease called young no more. Knees bad. Cholesterol level up. I need to stop eating that fried chicken and bacon. Wrapped in bacon. Chitlins got to get put to the side on Thanksgiving.
You can do it. You can do it.
I can do the I can get.
You can do it, bro. You
I
can
can
do
put
without
the
the
chitlins
chitlins,
down.
bro. You can do without them, bro.
Man, it's hard, man. It's
You
hard.
can do without them shits, bro.
It's hard to have them to miss out on them pig intestines with the onions and potatoes and the red pepper, seasoning them joints up with the coleslaw. Holler at me if you hear me, people.
Lord help us.
All my country folk, all my southern folk. There's some northerners eat that shit too, man. Chitlins. Like, I'm gonna tell you, I just joke, man. I ain't had chitlins in a while. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean I won't eat them. But I'm older now. I gotta watch what I eat. Gotta pay attention to my health. Everybody, black men, go see your doctor.
Indeed.
I got this lesson from my sister and my brother-in-law last night. They lectured me, about I go see the doctor, but you know what I'm saying, I'm not as adamant to go as I should be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know you do as well. So that's part of men's health. Black men, go see your doctors, man.
Yeah. And my wife had me on this shit, bro. I have to go. I keep them appointments. I was like you too, bro. I can't front. I was that way too. Like, shit be all right. Till I ended up in the goddamn hospital.
I came to see about you that day.
Yeah, you did.
I had to come see about my boy.
That shit wasn't no joke. I was like, okay, I gotta get serious about this shit. You know what I'm saying? This is life or death at this point. Especially for our black men, man. It's life or death. You know what I'm saying?
It's a stigma, and people don't look at it like that. But it's something that we do. It's been passed down. This is hereditary.
Yeah. A lot of it is.
Going to the doctor and the
means
hospital. Money, but when you go way back to our grandparents and their parents, you know what I'm saying, you weren't necessarily going to get help when you had to go to the hospital. So that's just something that's passed down. Hereditary.
It is.
Generational curses, my boy.
Oh yeah, gotta break them.
It's just like us not wanting to, some of us not liking to go learn how to swim. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know who don't do that. I taught all my daughters how to swim.
Bruh, learned at a young age, bro.
Yes, sir.
Got to do it, bro.
I know my mom didn't know how to swim, but it's the same thing. We
it
got
is.
a reason for it, but gotta do
it.
It
is. Got a big show coming up today, though. A lot on deck. We're going to get into some NBA All-Star shit.
Let's go.
We're going to get into it. We're going to get into some politics today.
Woo.
Definitely got to get into that today.
Well, these first 100 days going to tell you what the rest of the 4 years going to look like.
First 5 days and showed you already, bro. Dang. But you know where we got to start, bro. Hit that like and subscribe button first. You thought I was going to forget.
I did think you was going to forget.
You thought I was going to forget.
I did think you was going to forget.
You thought I was going to forget. Don't forget. Do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button on YouTube. Trash Talking with the Old Heads. Also, the Facebook page up. I keep calling it Facebook. I'm just going to call it Facebook. The Facebook page. We know it's better, but the Facebook page up and running.
It's going to forever be Facebook.
It's going to forever and always be Facebook to us. You know
I don't care what these bots call it.
Right. But you know where we got to start.
Well, first you got to get your boy introduced, holding that.
You see him holding it down for the 49ers.
Dumbass blanket.
You see him holding it down. Soldier boy who protects this house. You see him holding it down. You know what I'm saying? But we got to start. NKC. You already know what's up. The game everybody been pointing to all year. It was either going to be Josh and Pat or Lamar and Pat. So it's Josh and Pat. You know what I'm saying? Let's start with who wins and why, Greg. Let's start there. Who win the game?
Man, look, y'all know who I picked to win the Super Bowl. Y'all know who I picked.
But is that why you're picking them now? Just because you did pick them, or do you actually still think it?
Listen, man. I don't sway. I don't. I ain't gonna say I don't change my mind because evidence, should direct your opinion. You know what I'm saying? And there's no evidence that directs my opinion from what I said at the beginning of the season.
What about the evidence that
I
they beat
picked
them already?
the Chiefs to win.
What about the evidence that he beat them already this year?
That don't mean a hill of beans to me. The Chiefs lost.
You said evidence. I'm just saying that's evidence.
The evidence does not show or does not dictate or does not direct me from my beliefs from the beginning of the season, sir. And that is the Chiefs will find a way to win. Now, of course, they didn't in their first game, but that was their only loss up to that point. It was bound to happen. It just strengthens their resolve and my resolve as far as what they're going to do, which is find a way to win. They're going to be playing in Arrowhead Stadium. I think the first game was in Hyde Park or whatever the name of that frozen tundra is up in New York, past New York City. The first matchup, since you alluded to it, Josh Allen solidified his MVP case.
He thought he did.
He definitely strengthened.
Right. He thought he did.
262 yards passing and a touchdown, 55 yards rushing and a touchdown. Both touchdowns coming in the fourth quarter, which was when they really won the game, because up to that point it was kind of back and forth, and so that's where they kind of distanced themselves. Chiefs had a full complement of weapons back. Again, they just find a way to win, dog. Defensively, offensively, it's never Pat Mahomes going for 300-400 yards. It's them getting, their running backs don't go for 150 yards. They all chip in some kind of way. Special teams, offense, defense. Kelsey has found his groove, and I'm tired of them showing Taylor Swift and Pat Mahomes' wife, and now Caitlin Clark. Oh my God, the white women brigade is unbearable, but it is what it is. Again, Chiefs got their full complement of weapons back. They win.
Jerry, agreed.
Man, it's hard to go against the Chiefs. It's so hard to go against the Chiefs. They seem like they have mastered winning this season. Defensive first-led team, like we've been talking about all year. That's been going on for the last 2 years for sure. G mentioned that they got all of their pieces back.
All right.
It's hard to go against the Chiefs. It's real hard to go against the Chiefs. But if anybody's going to beat the Chiefs, it's the Bills.
It is the Bills.
We've already alluded to they've already done it once. Going back and looking on the game, the Bills were able to score 30 points, and the Chiefs could only muster 21 points in that game. Fast forward to today, the Chiefs got everybody. They got their starting running back. They got the receivers back. The defensive is playing just about as good as, just about as well as they played all season. I can't go against the Chiefs, not this week. With the Super Bowl on the line, getting there, the chance to win 3 in a row, in the manner in which they've been winning, close games, field goals, blocking field goals. They've won it in every way.
Weird ways.
Every way you can win a football game.
Refs calling bullshit.
Got a whole gambit, dog.
Gotta put that
if you can find a way to win a game, they have found it this year.
They've definitely protected the golden goose, and he's maximized it in full strength with his running and sliding late or not even going out of bounds at all.
And what you think of
this game?
Then again, like I told y'all, the white women brigade, man, they done brought in your girl, Caitlin Clark. She there now. The NFL find a way
She said her dad was a Chiefs fan her whole life. So by birth, she says she's a Chiefs
whatever. Why she ain't got her own?
I ain't never seen her in no damn Chiefs
Why she ain't
jersey.
got her own skybox?
Right. I ain't never seen her in no Chiefs jersey. Ever.
I'm sick of it.
It's
Sick of it. SIC.
But y'all right about
apostrophe
the
UD.
Chiefs. They
Sick
just
of it.
find ways to freaking win game. Bills win though.
Man,
The Bills win this football game.
Get outta here.
I'm telling you right now.
Get
Josh
outta here.
Allen is about to do it.
he about to show out.
I'm not even sure he has to show out. I think he has to make a couple plays.
Man, listen up.
James Cook got to show out.
This is what I'm tired of. I'm tired of Josh Allen getting the benefit of that game that he lost
Right.
with the 13 sacks.
Right.
That game
Right.
has carried him a mighty long way. Now, not
way.
to me.
That's
not
why
to
he
say-
has to win this one. He got to win. He got to win this game.
Listen.
And I think he will win. Bills win.
The only thing I don't agree with you
They
on,
definitely cover, but the Bills win.
the only thing I don't agree with you on Josh Allen not having to. He got a clown. He got to put his whole foot
I ain't
in
sure
the
he
pot.
does. I'm not sure he
got
does.
to.
It depends on what you call clowning. I think he can do 250 with a couple touchdown passes, another one running. If that's clowning, then yeah, I think he has to do that. You know what I'm saying?
That ain't gonna get it done this time.
Y'all talking about the Chiefs like they're explosive like that. They are not explosive like
They're
that.
not,
They
but
do
the
not.
Bills-
Chiefs do not score points like that. They're
But
not
again,
that kind of
they
team.
have not had their full complement of
They had them
weapons.
last week.
They did, but they play in a lesser defense. The Bills don't scare me defensively. They're
No.
going to have to get pressure. Now, I'm going to tell you where they can win. If they can get pressure off the edges, if they can shake up Jawan Taylor, who's been penalty.
It was a good move by them moving the guard to the tackle spot.
Yeah.
That was a good move. You know what I'm saying?
If they can get pressure, you know what I'm saying? But I see this game from any game they've had over the last year and a half where they really put the ball in the air and score points.
Oh, it's going back and forth. It's going to be a back and forth ass.
That's
game.
why we say Josh Allen gonna have to clown.
He's gonna have to do it.
He's gonna have to climb.
But I think the back
Because they're not finna let James Cook. The last game they
Is it
played,
really about letting? They offensive line pretty damn good, dog.
what he get in the last game, and I know we trying to get away from, and I did that. We got to get away from what happened in the last game. But James Cook didn't clown last week against the Ravens. Now, I know the Ravens defense running game, he did good.
Right.
But I think that was more of you know what I'm saying, the weather impact because their field is slippery. It's hard to, you know what I'm saying, stop a team running, which goes back to my Ravens, why you didn't get the ball to Derrick Henry more. But not to get dismissed from the point, they do not scare me running the ball against good rushing defenses. Against the defenses. Against the Cowboys, sure. Against the Bengals, sure. They're going to gash you with James Cook. It's going to be the threat of Josh Allen and James Cook that could get them the leverage that they need. You know what I'm saying? However, the Chiefs are a really good run-stopping team.
They pretty good, but they pass.
You're not just
not
gonna-
that great.
The Chiefs, yeah, they going to give up some points. They're going to give up some
I
yards.
think it's going to be a back and forth kind of game.
Spagnuolo seems to dial up the blitz
He does,
at the right time.
but I think Josh Allen figures it out this time. I think he's going to get it done. I think this is the time he's been like, just okay, I'm working my way up, I think he gets over the hump this year.
He's played extremely well. He's gotten out of the turnover box.
Yep,
He's changed his mentality.
his legs going to play a part in this one too.
It's going, like I said, he's going to have to get his whole game off. He doesn't have fantastic weapons. He don't have any legendary players out there with him. It's him. It's on him. He's going to have to be Superman in order to get this game won. I just don't see it with the way the Chiefs have played. They do whatever it takes to win the game. So
Whatever
if
it takes.
if it's a scoring battle, which they hadn't put up a whole bunch of points all season, they do it this weekend for sure.
Bills in the upset.
From the last man.
And speaking of last week, it wasn't clear when we did our show that there was one person on this panel that picked the Ravens to lose last week.
We said it.
It was
we
one
said it.
person.
He wanted to get his.
See,
We said
said it at the beginning.
I said it.
No, but when we did our show, I had some technical difficulties, and I lost camera. Remember, I lost camera, and the first thing to say when I came back, I should have been saying I was the only one that had the guts to call that game.
Well, let's
Ravens
be real. It was the hate, like we said. You don't like the Ravens.
No, I gave you my reason.
Don't like Lamar.
You don't like Lamar.
Gave my reason.
I ain't saying you don't like Chris Broadnax as a person, but you definitely can't stand his takes.
That would be true.
So
He'll call Lamar running back.
we know I call you Black Bayless for a reason. You are
The
the
hate is in your heart.
You are the biggest hater.
It came to fruition.
That I know.
To fruition. I know that.
Hey man, but the reason that you said it came to fruition was off. You said that they would be missing Zay Flowers.
They did. He only had 2 people to throw the ball to all game. He just threw it.
He had 3 people.
He
Bateman
threw it
got
to
off.
Bateman and he threw it to Dropsies. That's who he threw
Isaiah
the ball
likely
to.
got off.
He threw the ball to Bateman.
So you saying Bateman had 180 some yards receiving? No.
What I'm saying is
He had a couple receivers catch
It's
some
tough.
passes that normally didn't. He had the little Ricky that never saw. That was his first catch, I believe.
right. The manner in which they played, they couldn't run. They couldn't
Likely
pass
caught
plays.
the potential game time touchdown.
all of it was something like this. They couldn't get that thing up. They couldn't get that thing up to open up everything else. He had
The reason that they lost was that
Bateman.
the reason they lost. He had that Andrews reliable. You couldn't have called that. He fumbled the ball.
Right.
And they
The most
went away
reliable guy.
and they
had
went
the
away
worst game of his career.
They went away from running Derrick Henry in moments of the game that they should have ran him.
Yeah, for sure.
So we because we never put the pie chart up, but we said 35 Andrews and Jackson. I got it tight. I think
That's what y'all said. I said Lamar deserved more.
nah.
Right.
I got them both tight because
we'll put it up, but we ended up going.
Andrews had.
We ended up going 35 Lamar, 30 Andrews.
I got to give him the same credit. I got to give him the same
because we had to put some more points. We had to put some more.
He had some bad.
Do QBs get the same blame and the same
They
credit
don't,
as a tight end? No, they do not. No, sir.
Does Andrew get that many targets? He had a lot of targets, and does he get that many targets if Zay Flowers out there?
He possibly do. Andrews used to be a target machine.
He don't get that many targets. He don't. And then too, do you give him a second chance in the biggest moment if Zay Flowers?
But we got to go forward though.
We got to move. It's over.
Legacy wise, who has more to gain, Mahomes or Allen, with a win?
I mean, Mahomes' legacy is solidified. This would just put him from possibly being the GOAT to
right up there,
right up there with the GOATs.
Nuzzled up with him, right?
He ain't surpassed Brady.
Or Montana.
Would it put him past Montana? Would it put him past Montana?
It would definitely put him past Montana.
Come on.
It would definitely
this game?
This game would put him past Montana.
Oh, hell
It'll put him on the same ledge with Montana. It'll put him. Well, you talking about him at three straight.
So how you on the same ledge? We said this game.
If he wins
this week,
I'm saying, but it'll put him on the path if he win the Super Bowl. If he win the Super Bowl.
All right.
Yeah, I ain't talking about. I misunderstood the question.
Oh, all right. I was about to say what?
No, winning this game does nothing for him. He has to win the Super Bowl, but it puts him on the path.
So for legacy wise,
I misunderstood the question.
So for legacy wise, you say Josh has more.
Josh has the best.
Josh.
I
think we agree on that. You know what I'm saying?
Because I've heard some people. I've heard some. Some of the talking heads, like saying that Josh had. If this is his time,
It's got to be. It has to be. If not, now win. Like win.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
He gonna need more weapons.
I mean, Josh and Lamar.
Oh, these weapons everybody needs.
Josh and Lamar.
Just like the fucking Lakers. Need more weapons.
He got the weapons.
Just like Bron. I need more weapons.
He got weapons.
That's a lie. I hate that narrative around him.
I mean, okay.
Everybody keep holding on to that because that's the bullshit everybody said coming into the season. It's false.
That's a false narrative, man.
Got a 1,000-yard rusher. Amari Cooper. Shakir is a good player.
Right.
Two good tight ends. A good offensive line. What the fuck else do he need?
He's not.
Amari Cooper has done Nathaniel for this team.
Oh my God.
He hasn't, but he's still a threat.
He's still a threat, right?
He came when he first got there. He wasn't even playing. He was hurt.
Amari, one of those guys, man.
Nathaniel for this team.
He's not done a lot, but he still is he's somebody that you have to pay attention to.
Right.
It opens up the field for the Shakirs and the Colemans of the world.
I've seen Shakir.
Coleman ain't a weapon.
I've seen no.
When healthy, Coleman was starting the ball.
No.
injuries.
Man, stop.
They've been using that boy for jump balls.
No, dog.
Okay,
You wrong.
all right.
You wrong. You wrong.
Okay.
You
All right.
wrong.
That's fine.
He got weapons.
That's complete. He got enough weapons to win this damn game.
Does he have more weapons than a fully healthy offensive squad for the Chiefs?
Jayden Daniels, he got the same. He got more weapons than Jayden Daniels.
Who?
Josh Allen.
So you gonna tell me Marquise Brown is better than Amari Cooper?
No.
This version of D-Hop ain't no better.
No.
So what are we talking about?
He got
what the hell are we talking about?
And Mahomes
Xavier
has
Worthy?
weapons.
Yeah, he's fast as shit.
Y'all going by name because Amari Cooper has done nothing for this team, y'all.
What the hell has Marquise Brown done?
Try to stand in.
So what are we talking about? He has as much weapons as Patrick Mahomes has. Get it done, bro.
Lead receiver.
He and Bryce Young out there. Bryce Young don't have no weapons.
Tell me who's comparable to Kelsey.
I mean, there's no tight end in the history of the game.
You're talking about one of the greatest tight ends in the history of the game. What are we talking about?
Who's older and who's diminished?
Thank you. That's my point. They got the oldest version of Kelsey that we've seen. He came in out of shape, worked himself into play. We just saw him have his biggest game of the year,
which is why Josh should win.
So who is comparable to the oldest version of Kelsey on that team since he got so many weapons?
No, what we're saying is we're not saying that he has Hall of Fame talent,
right?
But he has weapons in every position.
Thank you.
A specialty position. He has good wide receivers, not great wide receivers, but he has good wide receivers. He has good tight ends, and he has a good.
And my thing is, all Mahomes has is solid, other than Kelsey.
My point in this game to beat the Chiefs, I feel like the reason that they're going to lose is because he does not have.
No, you're talking about superstar. We're not talking about superstar talent.
If he's the force multiplier, we say that he is, and that y'all been clamoring that he is. He has enough.
He ain't playing with no trash weapon.
I'm not calling anybody trash.
Okay, then.
Who's the second best player?
That's the narrative, though.
Who's the second best player on the Bills? Period. Second best player, offensive.
James Cook.
Yeah, I would give
James Cook is the second best player
on that team,
or either the left tackle.
We're talking about the.
Oh, you talking about
we're talking about the in the trenches. We talking about wide receivers, running backs, tight ends.
Give me James Cook.
James Cook. And then from there, you can go with their 5 yards of carry. What else you want from running receivers? Back? All you need is you don't need superstar receivers to have a good offensive team.
Thank you.
You don't. Okay, the best wide receiver core goes to the Bengals. They at the crib. Then you got the Vikings. They at the crib. Then you got
Lions crib.
The Lions, and you got the Eagles. The Eagles still playing.
These weapons. Probably the Eagles. All these weapons. Only one still playing.
Eagles probably got the second best overall receiving core. With Saquon Barkley and their tight end.
They're the only ones still playing out of all these weapons.
Still in it.
Right. The Eagles are the only team with all them damn weapons that's still in it.
Because Lamar Jackson's, as far as wide receiver weapons, they're probably comparable to the Bills. They're a little bit better. Outside of the running back, you know what I'm saying? There's only two teams with superstar running backs. There's the Eagles and the fucking Ravens.
If we go
with running quarterbacks,
with that question, if we going the second best player to Mahomes,
we overtime.
We
got to move, but yeah.
But go ahead. What was you saying?
We're saying Kelsey. So Mahomes, Kelsey, Josh Allen, Cook, no contest, in my opinion.
Okay, like I said, Josh Allen wins.
Yeah, Mahomes, Kelsey, and Pacheco or Kareem Hunt. And which, you know what I'm saying, then you got James Cook and Dalton Kincaid and Knox. Those they got
the fact that he throw it to a lot of different people. He had like 10 players with at least 250 yards. He throw it with a lot lot of them that can play. Is what I'm saying. Coleman, Shakir, Kincaid, Mac Hollins, Dawson Knox. He got Amari Cooper. He got a lot of dudes. It's just a lot of people. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody know, but okay, let's go.
We're going to find
Fantasy League, Noah.
Let's go.
Let's move to the NFC. Eagles, Commanders. You know the first question, Jerry, who win? Who win the game?
Oh.
Plain and simple, who going to win the game? You gonna play it?
I told y'all before we started, I had no clue on who's going to win this game, but I got to pick.
Got to pick.
Man.
Because I want to get to the next question. That's the one that matters.
I'm gonna go with the Eagles. Golly, I'm gonna go with the Eagles. But it's tough.
Blow the whistle.
I'm going with the Eagles because of they definitely have the better defense. That's for sure. And Saquon is on this special. He's had a special year all year. I don't like the fact that he turned down the rushing title. He's healthy for the first time, this long in his career. He's definitely the lead of this offense. The thing that made it so tight for me, and I almost went with the Commanders, is the passing game has not been comparable. The passing game is not helping Saquon's cause, in my opinion. That's what made it just so tough, because the question still remains: what's going on with this man's passing game? What's going on with the Eagles' passing game? Right? They're lucky to have not. Well, I'm not gonna call them lucky, but thus far, for them to get this far without having that balance that you would normally see. If we go back to when they went to the Super Bowl and lost, he put up big numbers with the passing game, right? Now, of course, he didn't have Saquon back there, but you would think if you get Saquon, that your passing game should at least stay the same, right? In my opinion, if you add a great player like him to that passing core, but we hadn't seen it. I'm not saying, I've been saying what's wrong with Hurts because I was saying that because when he threw a pick, he was throwing it right to the defense. Y'all have said that it's just what he's just doing what the offensive asked of him, and I get that, but to me, it looks like a complete toning down of the offense in that regard to the passing game, and that much sacrifice worries me. It worries me, but I'm gonna lean Eagles because their defense has been top of the league up until this point. That's a tough pick. That's a tough pick for me, though.
Well,
You with him?
just like I told y'all about the Chiefs, who was it that picked the Eagles at the beginning of the season? That was me. You ain't picked the Eagles to be in the NFC.
Me?
Man, if you don't shut...
After the 49ers fell out.
No, I said at the beginning of the season. You stop your shit. You see what's in here, okay? Y'all see what's in here. It was me. You guys picked the 49ers. So I'm going to go ahead and say that for the world.
So you
as a Cowboys fan, I picked the Eagles to win the NFC. Not only the East, I said the NFC, they'd be in the Super Bowl.
I mean, you just know
so I got the two.
That just mean you knew your
I
team
still
was
got
gonna be
two
trash.
teams.
That just mean you knew your squad was going to be trash.
That doesn't mean that. I just.
So I wouldn't be bragging about it that you knew your team was going to be trash.
I didn't know they was going to be trash. I thought that they would still make the playoffs. I said as much. I said they'd be finished the season 10-7. It's on wax.
Wrong.
And I was wrong. It was 7-10. Finished much better than your squad. You didn't think your squad was going to be trash. Let's get to the point.
Finish your point.
I picked the Eagles, and I'm still you. David, what you think? I'm gonna change my pick now. What I said was what went. If you talking about what came to fruition, I said the reason why the Eagles was going to be good, and I said it was going to be Saquon Barkley. And he's done exactly what I said. I'm bragging. You goddamn right I'm
said
bragging.
that he the only one who said Saquon wasn't going to do nothing.
Generational talent. Generational.
Yeah. And we told you that at the beginning of the year, though. Saquon was going to clown. And anybody with that offensive line could see that coming. You know what I'm saying?
With Alex Brown, AJ Brown, with Devontae Smith, with Dallas Goedert, and Jalen Hurts. Who had
there was question about the offensive line at the beginning of the year because they lost Kelsey. Yes, it was. It was.
They still
only in your mind. Only one dude. Only in your mind.
They improved over.
Well, I will give you this. Your boy that they brought in from the Jets,
Mekhi Becton. He showed out. He showed out. He's been eye opening. Yeah. So first matchup, Commanders, and it's not without thought for us to really give credit to the Commanders, who have been led by a rookie, been led by Dan Quinn, our old defensive coordinator, previous Super Bowl, not Super Bowl winning, but a Super Bowl contending coach with the Falcons. They led the game 10-6 in the fourth quarter. And then the Eagles took over. They scored a meaningless touchdown and 2-point conversion with 30 seconds left. They second game, it started out to be a 14-0 lead. Now Jalen got hurt in that drive that they scored the 14-point. But after that, without Jalen Hurts, the Eagles defense couldn't stop what was coming. They couldn't the Eagles offense couldn't stay on the field as much. And so the Commanders they didn't blow the game open, but they took command of the game, ended up winning 36-33. Barkley couldn't be stopped in neither game. I don't think he's gonna score. He's gonna rush for 150 yards this time, because if we talk about having weapons back, the Commanders got their defensive line back intact. Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, and those boys.
Second half of that game, they did pretty good against them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. In the second half. That's offense and defense play a part. If your defense is going to be on the field a lot more than what they would normally be,
gas tank gonna get
you know what I'm saying? You're gonna be tired. But I think the defense comes to play this game. I think they got a bead on what Jayden Daniels likes to do, because again, he really didn't do much in the first game. In the first half, and in the first half, and in the first game either, he didn't really do much. Because he had some yards, but as far as being a game changer,
when it mattered, right?
Playmaker, he didn't do that in that game. But yeah, I got the Eagles winning again, of course.
Now, being the Jayden guy on the show,
the Jayden guy,
because I said Chicago Bears, you was making a mistake, not taking this man. You know what I'm saying? But I can't pick him. I want to pick him. I really think he's going to do well. The Eagles had a better damn football team. It's not like in the AFC to me. Those teams are pretty evenly matched. The Eagles supposed to win this game.
Supposed to win?
They supposed to win,
any given.
Right. We all know that, but they're supposed to win this game, dog. You know what I'm saying? They have the better team, the better defense, better offensive line. I can't think of anywhere on the field where I can say the Commanders are better. Any unit. I've been trying to think of a unit that they have that's better than the Eagles unit. Maybe QB. I can make that argument. But that's probably the only argument I can make. That's a big one, but I got to take the Commanders, man. Eagles. They should win this game, and I think they should win it pretty comfortably. It's going to be dependent on Jalen's health, though. To me, that it will play a factor. Can he get out enough to make them?
He won't be able to run as much.
Right. That's the question. Can he take off when he has to? Is my question. How hurt is the knee?
Yeah, he's gonna have to make plays in the passing game this game, I believe. In order for
I think so too. I would make him have to. AJ Brown gonna have to beat me.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. AJ Brown would have to beat me. Like, I'm not letting Saquon beat me. Your arm, his arm, and AJ going up and get it, gonna have to beat me. You know what I'm saying?
So in a passing league, right? In a passing league, even though the running back has made a tremendous comeback this year, right? I think so.
Yeah, for sure. I'm happy for that development.
Me too.
It needs to happen more. I think
me too. Run the ball.
This doesn't need to be an outlier season for running backs. This needs to be the trend.
It's too many average ass quarterbacks in the NFL for the running game not to be a part of football.
And then for the motherfuckers to get paid like they get paid.
Right.
That's crazy.
Right.
It's trash.
So I asked because I wanted to set up this question here.
It's the difference between playing spades and bid whist.
That's a good analogy, boy. So, with that said, which team, going by the production and what we've seen in the playoffs and what we've seen all year, which team has the better passing game? I'm not talking about names and Pro Bowls. And
of course,
I'm talking about which.
That's not even a question. The Commanders have had the better passing game.
They got the better passing game. Okay.
So you changing your pick?
I think no. Okay. I'm just saying.
Right. I'm like,
you switching?
I honestly, I thought he was gonna go ahead and go with the Florida State dude, but
I can't, man.
The Florida State dude.
Florida State dude.
I mean, I'm sorry, LSU dude.
Oh no,
right.
no,
LSU dude.
No, I can't, man, because like I say, when I broke it down by groups on the field, offensive line, defense, the Eagles kept winning. So I'm like, I mean, maybe I can make an argument D-line when they're healthy, but they don't show it on the field. They got the names, but they don't. They never show it. You know what I'm saying?
Not as a unit, not
together. Individually, Jonathan Allen is a baller, but as a group, they never can seem to get it together. They've always had first-round picks.
I can't understand that,
bro. They had Chase Young for a while, Allen, they had like Sweat, and something. I'm like
Sweat on the Eagles now.
I'm sure he is.
One last question before we get out. One last question.
No, I'm talking the one they traded to the Bears too. The boy they traded to the Bears.
Okay, so I had the wrong
Montez, is that his name? Montez Sweat. You talking about Josh Sweat?
So last question.
He might have been on the damn squad too.
Better team, Eagles this season or the Lions this season? Which was the better team? Man, counting everything we've seen up to this point, which was the best?
The
healthy Lions team.
Healthy Lions was better, but we saw. I mean,
they wasn't fully healthy the whole year.
We had been saying it was at some point, man. You can't lose 13 people on that side of the ball,
on one side of the ball,
and be able to hold up.
We didn't even lose that many, but we couldn't hold up. You can't hold up to them kind of injuries, dog. You can't do it.
When you playing in the playoffs, it's good versus good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you can't. I knew that at some point they couldn't hold up. You know what I'm saying? They should have beat them, but they couldn't hold up. You know
but it would have been a totally offense. When the offense turned the ball over and didn't dominate on that side of the ball, they couldn't. What they was going to do?
Right. So if Jayden wins, what's his status among NFL quarterbacks?
Here we go.
Where we putting him?
Yeah, you already know.
If he get to the bowl, where is he?
Come on, man. We got to stop.
Top 10?
Top 10 in the league right now.
If he get to the Super Bowl, if he wins the game.
He top 10. Yeah, he top 10.
I mean,
he top 10.
The way that
superstar,
the way that
superstar
NFL QBs and the way that the narrative changes from year to year because
superstar.
When Jalen, hell no, stop it, man, please stop doing this to these young quarterbacks. C.J. Stroud.
We talking about Super Bowl. We're not talking about no one playoff.
I don't give a damn.
Super Bowl.
I don't care if he win the Super Bowl.
Over better teams, beating three teams that were supposed to be.
I don't care.
Right, stop it. So if he win the Super Bowl, he's not a superstar.
No.
Stop. Oh my. With this Commander team.
No.
That was projected to win 4 goddamn games.
No, not him. I don't care. Now I can say that he is projected. He is on the superstar path even right now. He has what it takes. He
doing something never been done.
He has the potential to be one of the greatest quarterbacks. Poised, strong arm, can run like hell.
So let's say beat the Eagles.
It would be
Lions, Eagles, Chiefs. He win all 3 of them. Not a superstar.
This is my philosophy. I got to stand on principle. That's what I'm talking about. I got to stand on principle. I can't say for one quarterback who had a great season and then for another company.
So you saying ain't no levels to greatness?
There are levels to greatness.
So a Super Bowl ain't another level?
This evident. Again, the Super Bowl wins are team oriented. He's not just going to win the shit by himself.
But it would be because of him.
He would be the lead guy.
He would be the main reason.
We can't say that, man. We can't say
on a
that.
team picked to win 4 games.
Oh, we can't.
Last year won what? 3 or 4 games.
Listen, I'm not
to
saying,
take them to the Super Bowl. Just to take them to the Super Bowl.
I'm not saying that.
I'm waiting for him to get to the point of how he's not. Go ahead.
I'm not saying that he's not the main cog in this wheel. I'm not saying that. It's abundantly clear that he is a difference maker.
Right.
But you got a change in regime. Number one. Is evidence that.
Well, I would ask the question.
Hold on.
No, based on what you just said, though, how many of those are there? Game changers. How many are there in the NFL?
He would be considered a game changer.
So how many are there?
There's a bunch of there's plenty of game changers. I ain't gonna
quarterback. Name them.
We already know who the top 4 are.
Right. Name another one.
Purdy.
Man, if you almost.
See, I knew you was going there. So name another one.
You just threw me off my pivot. Because this Purdy bullshit, it's got to stop.
I knew he was coming with that.
It's got to stop. There's more than just quarterback game changers.
No, we talking about quarterbacks right now.
He would be one of the game changers.
Right. So how the hell they a superstar and he not? If he won over.
Again, because they have history. They have what I'm trying to get to. You have to have years of being, at least 2 or 3 years of being able to do this.
If he even get to the game, he got something Lamar don't.
We assigned the shit to what's his guy, C.J. Stroud, who else we assigned it to as a game changer. The Prince, Nick
no,
Wright.
no, we didn't. No,
he
we
was,
didn't.
He was.
I didn't.
He was
Please.
a potential superstar. I'm saying the narrative, the national narrative,
okay.
was surrounding him being a superstar.
There's only one person that
for
kept
that
trusting
one
him.
season.
But that's one of the reasons we started this show, to go against all the bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that he's not on that trajectory. I'm not saying that. He looks the part. I am saying that we need to see more. Because what if next year he fall off?
We can't go by
Hold
that.
on,
'Cause next year ain't here yet.
I got
All we can go by is what we see right now.
But again, that's my whole point. We saw this in it, not to the level that he didn't achieve the level that Jayden has in the playoffs. But what we did see on that same team, one Robert Griffin, Heisman Trophy winner.
That's not, he got.
Hold on. Let me finish. Let me fucking finish. He also had a great season. I think he was named Rookie of the Year that year.
Got injured.
If I ain't mistaken. He did get injured.
His knee.
Right.
He did get injured.
Up his knee, kept trying to play.
It don't matter. He's still a quarterback.
Who matter?
Hey, you still should be able to throw the ball. He was able to recover and play after that.
But
he
we
just
saw-
didn't
we-
reach that same
anybody
level.
remember that game, man? He wasn't the same dude.
So what if he get hurt? I mean, I ain't projecting. I'm not trying to project
All I'm
or project
saying is-
injury. I'm just saying
All
we
I'm
need
saying
to see
is,
more.
this is going to be
need to
probably
see
the
more.
worst version of the Commanders we will ever see. How can you not project
All right.
he's going to get better?
Okay.
With more
I
around
didn't
him?
say he wasn't going to
He
get
got
better.
nothing. Now, you want to talk about people with nothing other than your boy McLaren. What else he got? McLaurin, what else he got?
He got a couple good tight ends.
So, if Josh got nothing,
He got a running back outfield,
He has a end of the road tight end in Hurts.
Ertz, but they got another tight end. I can't think
but
of his
my
name.
point is they
got another
will
tight
be
end that
better.
they throw to.
So if this is going to be the worst team he's got around him in the next few years, how can he not be a superstar if he wins?
We said the same thing about CJ Stroud. We said the same thing about CJ
But who
Stroud.
knew his damn offensive line was going to fall the fuck apart?
Well, what if we do it the same thing?
And all them damn
Same
Diggs, Tank Dale.
Same
How the
thing.
fuck
We
you
don't
know
know what.
But based on what we see right now, we do know. We do know he's one of the only force multipliers in his damn league. We know that. That we know.
I agree with you up until the point. Up until the point of the
We got to see
part
more.
of the question of him saying,
But if he
goes
won the
to
Super Bowl
and
wins, you already putting you.
So going ain't enough.
No.
Winning it ain't enough for me.
no.
Winning it ain't enough for me.
Y'all
I
lost
got
y'all
to see
damn-
more.
Man, y'all lost y'all damn mind.
I got to see more. I got to
lost
see
y'all
more.
damn
Now,
mind.
does he raise and he
And then
definitely-
let's just go with the eye test. You watching them play football. You see it. You see the poise. You see the reading the defense. You see the shit.
It's a long.
Y'all been watching football a very long time. You see
for
it.
him not to be.
We saw it with
shaken.
CJ Stroud too, and he had better numbers.
It didn't look like this.
Thank you.
What do you mean it didn't look like this? Other than them beating the Lions.
It didn't. No, all year.
And
you know
the-
what I'm saying? Like the game against the Eagles. Like he
Listen,
came back.
we saw if we go back and look at their record, and we ain't got to do this now because we running out of time. Go look at their record and go see who they played and who they beat.
We did. We've done that along the way.
He beat the Lions, and he get a lot of credit for that. But we just talked about how decimated the Lions were on defense. He beat the Buccaneers, who have had a mid-average defense the entire year.
Yeah, but it was.
They lost to the Cowboys.
They was expected to lose.
They lost to the Cowboys. The Buccaneers and the Commanders lost to the Cowboys. I don't care. Hey, I got to see more. That's all. I just got to see more.
We know they wrong. He a superstar.
No, he's not a superstar.
He a superstar.
He's not a superstar.
I'm calling it right now.
He's
Superstar.
He's not a superstar.
Just like I said,
right
coming
now,
into the draft, he would
but
be the
if
one
he-
superstar QB coming out of this draft.
If this kid wins a Super Bowl in his first year as a starting quarterback, then yeah, he goes to super.
They ain't finna win anyway. Finna dead that if tomorrow.
We're going to take a break in a second, but man, let's go ahead and knock out the Bang Bang Report. Y'all want to go ahead and knock it out? I'm going to go ahead and knock that out so we can stay and go and get the NFL knocked out.
There go.
We bringing back the Bang Bang Report, the San Francisco 49er Report, because we got big news to discuss.
I ain't got nothing to say about this.
Robert
ass Bang
Saleh.
report. Nothing at all.
Defensive coordinator. He's back, baby. Welcome back. Welcome back, Robert. We appreciate it. You know, we wouldn't have had a problem with you getting a head coaching job. We know everybody want to be a head coach. but we know you're going to do a great job for these Niners next year in the Bang Bang Report. Now, transitioning to another part of the Bang Bang Report, let's congratulate the Cowboys on their new hire, Brian Schottenheimer. Congratulations, Cowboys, on getting your new coach. We wish you the best of luck on next year with your new coach. We know that he'll do great things for you guys. Jerry, again, great pick. You took your time. You were dedicated to the search, talked to all the right people, interviewed all the right people, and came with the perfect hire for the Cowboys.
Y'all must have talked about this while I was away.
Perfect hire for the Cowboys.
Y'all must have talked about this while I was away because this was.
We don't have to talk.
This was not in the meeting, guys. When we met, we never talked about Brian shitty ass Schottenheimer and Jerry fucking Jones.
And as a 49er fan, I wish you nothing but the best of luck on next year with your new coach.
Continued success.
Jerry, man, known for doing it the right way, dog. You handled everything the perfect way that a Cowboy should. You know what I'm saying? How could it go wrong?
Super Bowl imminent.
You know, it's loading.
Super Bowl.
Y'all Super Bowl appearance is loading.
Man, y'all,
I feel it. You know what I'm saying? I feel it.
Y'all both can kick rocks.
It's in the works. But that's the Bang Bang Report for today, people. We got to take a quick break, pay some bills.
Man.
We'll be right back.
Bang,
Trash
bang.
Talking with the old heads.
Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe.
Bang, bang.
Ass
Man,
bang. That was
shitty
the
high.
ass bang report if I ain't never heard one.